Alright guys, starting out this video with this 01 Dodge. Just picked up 6-speed manual. It's got the big mud swampers on it, come on. But not a bad looking truck. And I think Bailey just come parted out. You guys can see, there she is. That's how we're starting the video out, picking up a truck. And then we got some other hauling to do. We gotta take another truck down to Brookville later today. My dogs are barking, but we got the second truck we're moving around today, loaded up on trailer. Bailey's fixing some trailer brakes. And guys, we're gonna be getting rid of the black wheels on the Fortune and going over back to the stocks until I can find some chrome wheels. I'm just wanting a different look. These are still like new, still have the nipples on the tires. So I'm gonna switch these, or get these sold and switch back over to the stocks. Made it down here to Jordan's, got that truck unloaded. He's gonna part it out. A lot of you guys probably in the area have heard of Jordan Jackson, but we occasionally will sell him trucks. He has a full-blown operation in there where he basically has been doing this for 10 years or so, maybe more. Just parting out second-gen Dodges, third-gens, fourth-gens now. I don't know what those are here for. I don't know if he owns those or not, but looks like he's got someone else here picking up a chassis. And yeah, then we will head back to the house. Looks like we will have some parts tomorrow, hopefully, to do some stuff in the shop, but just figured I'd bring you guys along with today. Guys, let me tell you, it's freaking hot today in Indiana, but I got my wheels on. Fortune stock wheels put back on, so now we're on the hunt for some chromies. We want basically the same wheel, but a chrome, and I have a lead on one, but I got to talk him into selling to me. So also guys, see we have Colton Sizemore's truck back, 6-liter, a leaky valve cover that he wanted to take care of last time we were here. Need the truck for a week in between, so he brought it back this week, and we put a valve cover on it. We already got fixed. Bought this little car to fix up. It's pretty cool, really. It's a 2014 Ford Focus ST. So it's a turbo 2.0 with a 6-speed in it. The only thing wrong with it is it smells like poop in there, and I don't know why, but it literally smells like someone crawled in there and just took a big old crap. So got to get it cleaned out good, detailed. Yeah guys, nice little car we bought to fix up and resell. Oh, it needs an engine. I don't know if I mentioned that, but there's a hole in the block. And a windshield. We got to put a windshield in it. Big old gas here. But then the spark we have is the head. The machine shop said that they could fix the cylinder head, so it should just be like probably a couple days, I think they said, on the valve, and then they're going to clean it up a little bit, take 2/1000 I set off just to clean it up, and we'll reinstall it and hopefully get that thing on the road with no issues, get it out of here. And other stuff up to date on the shop we have is we have an LML, another LML coming in for heads, and then we're supposed to have an LLY coming in for heads too, and possibly another LML that will need a piston. So that'll be a fun video. I'll try to do a video on that if we do end up getting the job. And we have like 5.9. Guys, we're getting slammed honestly at the shop, but I have another little toy I kind of want to show you guys real quick. Maybe I'll do a whole video on it, but one of these jet skis is mine. I'll go ahead and tell you it's this one. I bought this Yamaha, but I'll do a full video on that later on. For now, guys, my truck is filthy. Gotta get it cleaned up. I mean, it's wrecked. The interior needs done. It's smoked on the outside. So I'm gonna spend the rest of the evening, after running around all day, cleaning up my truck, try and cool down for the evening and do something with these trucks that's not like work, and just try to get to enjoy my truck for a little bit. So whenever you're just running around constantly messing with diesel trucks, you know, you kind of want to get burnt out on it, but I got to keep my passion going and get my truck all cleaned up so I can appreciate it. So that's where we're at. Well, the UPS man pulled through, and we have our Suncoast flex plate for Brandon's 2010 in, and we're about to install it. But first, we're going to go ahead and replace the rear mainsail in the truck. It's wet, needs replaced. You guys can see I wiped some of it off already, but it's starting to leak a little bit. So there's pretty much no reason to even consider putting this back together without changing this, because it takes so much to get to the seal. It's pointless to not change it while you're here. So how you get these out, you can either take the entire engine adapter plate off, pull the starter, or you can change, or guys, you can actually get this out very carefully without removing none of that. So what we'll do is we'll drill 2 holes, one on opposite ends, very small holes with the drill bit, and then we'll step it up a little bit and then put a self-tapper in. Once we have self-tappers in there pretty good ways, they got a good bite on them, we'll take a slide hammer with vice grips and just pull that seal out. You can use a seal puller, but I found this is the easiest way to do it without scratching anything. Show you what it looks like. We have the 2 self-tappers in there. Just gotta go right in the center so we don't hit the rear mainsail cover or the crank. Just get it right in the middle. And then we use my patent pending. This is a tool, guys, that I think you guys would probably laugh, and I would too, but I took a slide hammer that Mason had bought and basically completely made it unusable for what he originally bought it for. I think it's for doing body work, so you can pull dents. And I welded it to these vice grips, and this is the handiest, that has to be by far the handiest homemade tool I've ever made. It works so good for stuff like this. I'll grab those self-tappers with the jaws, slightly tap on them, and it will pull that seal. Got that pulled out. This is what it looks like once pulled out. Now is also a good time to verify you don't need a wear ring. You want to rub this crank, verify there's not a big groove in it. When they get high enough miles, you'll have to put wear rings on them because the seal will eventually cut into the crank a little bit. But it feels pretty good. I might pull my gloves off to check one more time, but yeah, we'll just kind of wipe this down real good and install our new seal here, which is right over here. And it has a tool to help you set the depth right here. So make sure you have this plastic thing to, when you install it, and make sure the lip is facing correctly. It's really, really tight on there, obviously. So you need to make sure you use this plastic sleeve. Alrighty, and just like that, the new seal is installed. You'll want to be sure to use the tool that they give you, the metal tool, and it will help you set the depth on the seal all the way around and make sure it's on there good and even. So now that is installed, we're gonna pop open our new, where's the razor blade at? Ooh, doggy, look at that. That is a nice piece. What I'm gonna do real quick, guys, before we install it is verify our torque converter bolts are not going to bottom out. I just want to verify that they're the correct length, because sometimes if you use the wrong bolts in wrong places on torque converters, they'll bottom out in the converter, and then that will kind of make a transmission, or kind of make a truck do exactly what this one did initially. The initial issue with this truck is the converter bolts just were too loose, and it backed out and wallered the holes up and chewed up here. So that's why we're going to be putting it back together with a billet flex plate, and we just want to check that these bolts aren't going to bottom out in the converter, like I said. All right, guys, we are putting some black RTV on the pan. Gonna get it installed. Got the new flex plate installed, new filters, and we will be able to fill this thing up with fluid and get her down on the ground, take her for a drive. And yeah, so that's where we're at. We had to go take care of some business stuff, but we are back, and we're gonna get this thing going here by the end of the night. Bailey was also saying he thinks I should get a set of these 5th gen 20s for my truck, because I have the Fortune style Laramie wheels, but these are like an actual full wheel. I think mine are more like almost a cap. I think a lot of the stuff on mine pop out, but this is like a full, nice premium alloy aluminum wheel. So I don't know, but I do like the way my truck is looking on stock, so I may try to find a set like this. Maybe even a gloss black set. stand by me?
Yeah.
His truck in to take the leveling kit off. He doesn't like how it's kind of got a little bit of the Carolina squat. Don't really know why. Thinking maybe someone has done something with the suspension in the rear at some point. So he's gonna try and turn his leveling kit down an inch and then reinstall it with some other shock thing. But Fortune's wrapped up, 6.0's wrapped up. Waiting on the head for that little car. We have, I don't know if I've told you guys all, but we got pretty busy schedule lined up for the next couple weeks. So, yeah. All right, guys, we're driving the bus. Letting Bailey drive it for the first time. It's the first time I've rode in it. Getting exhaust clip. She's slow. Huh? She's slow. You're already doing 60 miles an hour. What do you mean she's slow? It's a school bus. It's pretty shaky in here while you're driving. Base station. In the back it's real bumpy. Oh my gosh, it's like turbulence on an airplane. All my stuff's falling. Oh my goodness. All right, we're kind of in town here and I can get an echo off of the buildings. I really wish you guys could hear better how this thing sounds going down the road. I mean, it doesn't sound awesome, but on the initial takeoff, it sounds pretty cool. So, yeah. See if I can hold it out here.